friends and creators from around the globe. Welcome to Hither and Yon Studio. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Hello to all my new subscribers, and hello to all my long-time subscribers who have been here from the beginning. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. All right. Today I'm just going to do a mask make. If you like sitting around watching the same thing over and over again, and you like to listen to me babble, then you're in the right place. But I have a bunch of forest themed journals I'm putting together. And so I'm going to mask make some very simple book page pockets for them. And this is what they look like. It's just made out of book page, very simple but effective. And then this will go into the journal and it will be a pocket for a tag, which I will make in another mask make. But I'm gonna just go through and try to make all of them. I recently gutted a book, so I have a lot of book pages, as I always do. I tore out a bunch, and I'm going to make what's here, and then after that we're done. I also have some pages cut out from my watercolor nature kit. So these are just kind of watercolory type images that I based my covers on. And so I'm going to use some of these on the inside too. Actually, the horse is in a set that's coming up, but the rest of these are in that first set. So if you want to go get that, I'll put the link below for it in my shop. But I'm going to use these, and then I just made some words up and printed them out on some paper. So these are kind of like foresty, woodland type words, like this one here, Forest Whisper. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to use my my Sizzix, my antique, with a couple of these, yeah, what are they? Embossing folders, thank you. And yeah, we'll just grunge them up. This one's got like a bark kind of texture, I guess. That's what I'm going with. It's kind of veiny and it reminds me of tree bark. And then I have another one that's kind of more florally. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So these are really easy, and I'm hoping I can make a lot of them. I'm not going to cut this video for any, you know, it's just going to go. So if you want to skip ahead throughout it, you can go ahead and do that. But, yeah, otherwise we're just going to start with, I'm going to start with the embossing. So this is my Sizzix. My Sizzix is pretty old. It's an original Sizzix, I think. I don't know. I've had it for quite some time. And this is what I'm going to do the embossing on. And I have this embossing folder, which has kind of a leaf pattern. It's called, well, I don't know, that's Garden Harmony. I can't tell you where this one came from. This one I know came from Temu. So this is like a bark texture. All right, so that's what we're using. I might need my mat for the one. I know I don't need it for the other. So I can't fit this whole folder, this whole page in like it is, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it into, and I'm going to do these one at a time. So again, like I said, I'm not going to cut this. So, you know, just skip ahead if this isn't your thing, or maybe just find another video. How is everyone? I'm so happy to have you here. Yeah, we're going to craft together. All right. So that will now fit in there. I'm just going to tear up this top a little better. You know, just give it a little more, I don't know, torn edge-y. All right, and then I'll stick it in here. And we will emboss away. So I did figure actually, I think I can do this way without a mat for this one. So we'll do a bunch with, is that right? No, I think I need the mat. Okay, I did one of these before, but I don't remember, obviously, what I did. think we need the mat. So this is my magic mat. I got this from scrapbook.com. Sizzix doesn't recommend it, but that's okay. I still use it. And I just like the way it works. So it works really good with my dies. All right, so one pass through. And we got a really good texture on that. So that's great. Let's do another. Let's see, I don't think I need to tear the tops of these, but just kind of want to match it up because I'm going to glue it, and on that fold is where I'm going to glue. And I do want it to fit in the envelope mostly, so there we go. And now we'll go back this way. Very good. Yeah, and then maybe we'll try 2 at a time. What do you think? Maybe that'll work out. Kind of do something like that. All right, I'm gonna rip this because it's too high. There we go. I guess I could fold these a little skinnier, but I want to make sure that my my guys fit on there. So, all right, so here's 2. So this will be 4. All right. Oh, that worked out good. Let's see how the inside one came out. Yeah, I think it's got a decent texture. This one obviously has more, but that's okay. All right, let's try 2 more, and then I'll do the other one. So I hope you guys are enjoying the makes on the channel. I have the April kit was launched. So we are doing some fun stuff with that. If you want to play along, you can go grab yours. You just look for that playlist for the monthly journal kits and stuff. And then you can join us. So that's going on. I have this. I have my big book of junk journal ideas, which I have a couple coming up for that. And yeah, so if you have any requests or there's something you'd like to know or learn, drop it in the comments below and I'll definitely do a video. That would be awesome. It's always good to kind of know what you guys are looking for, what you have questions about. You know, maybe you've been doing this for a while and you don't have any questions, or maybe you're brandy new and or you're still kind of figuring it out. I remember all about that. And you just have some questions, you know. It's kind of, let's do this. All right, why not? We'll make a shorter one. Yeah, so I had a lot of questions. I was learning a lot of terminology. I was learning all about glue books, slam books, junk journals, the whole junk journal controversy, what is and isn't a junk journal. And don't get into the ephemera controversy. What's ephemera? Ephemera is this. So, yeah. I learned a bunch of stuff, and I had so many questions along the way. So if you have any, please do ask in the comments. And if somebody asks a question in the comments and you have an answer, and nobody else has answered, it would be great to just put an answer down there for them. And then they will be moving along like you. So, yeah, I fell down this rabbit hole years ago, and I've been stuck down here ever since. All right, this one I'm going to put in this folder. It's not going to fit everything, mostly. Let's see if this will work on this setting. Oh, it's not going to work with this card. Okay, no. Well, let's try try it like this. This one's a little thinner, that's why. Haven't figured it out yet. Let's try. That looks like it's working. Yeah, I wanted to get one of the newer ones, but I'm like, why, what? How often? I don't, I guess I use it more now than my Sizzix, but I wasn't using it as much in the past. Okay, that seems like it might have torn through. Did it? Maybe not. No. Okay, we're good. All right, we found our setting. So we'll do the rest in this one. Yeah, so I fell down the rabbit hole years ago, a number of years ago, before the event. You know what event. And I was hooked. I was hooked. I mean, I've always done paper crafting. I've done scrapbooking, you know, because I'm Gen X. And that was my era. So I have tons of like old scrapbook books and magazines. And so I did scrapbooking. But kind of paper crafting and paper engineering just had a certain, I don't know, draw for me. And so once I figured it out, I just wanted to take off with it. So I did. And now here I am. And, you know, I do some basic graphic design in my day job, which is now less of a day job because this has taken over. But, you know, so I have kind of that background, and it fell nicely into all this. Let's see. So what I want that to, let's try it this way. So yeah, it was nice. It was like it was meant to be. And I also do other things. I crochet. You know, I don't really paint as much. I do draw, but I'm not that great at it, so, you know. But I dabble. All right, so we have all of these. So now we can put this away. Yay! Bye, noisy machine. Okay. Not that this is going to be any better, because now I'm going to ink and everything's going to shake. So maybe I'll actually take this down. That's better while I do that. And we're going to ink. So I'm going to move this. I'm sure my white balance is all going crazy now. But we're going to make it go crazy again because I'm going to put down my mat. Don't need you. All these scrappies can go. All right. You guys can go over there. And then I'm going to put this down. This is like just a basic silicone mat. I have one of those Tim Holtz, you know, the glass table, but it's really heavy and I just never think to take it out. I bought it and I guess I don't use it as much as I should. Anyway, we're going to use this. I have some peeled paint Distress Oxide, and I'm also going to use some of my ground espresso. And basically, it's probably going to show up better on the other one, but I just want to kind of go over this and bring up some of those raised edges, which I don't know if you can really see. The brown will bring it up a little more when I put that on here. But I just want to kind of push back those words and get some of the foresty colors in here. Now you can use any color you want. I don't have a lot of greens. I have a ton of blues, by the way. I don't know. But I do love the color blue, so yeah, see, this one kind of brings it up a little more, and so you can see the raised areas a little bit better. Just a little mix. And then I'll come in on the edges. And yeah, so we'll do its here and we'll see how long it takes, and then I'll know, right? And then you'll know, or you won't because you left. All right, so just getting this a little, and then I probably want to do in here a little because you will see some of that inside. Now we can come back this way. Okay, like that, like so. We need a little more. We're going to cover this up with one of the pictures, so which one do we want? Foresty, so maybe one of these cardinals. It's gonna fit. I might have to take some of that off. Hold on. There we go. I could tear it too. I did that with the other one, so maybe I'll just do something like this. You know, just to kind of give it because the pocket is torn, right? So, you know, it's kind of keeping with that kind of feel. Maybe you can do a little more here. I don't know, something like that. You don't have to tear it. I just like the way that looks. And then we'll ink around. So these don't take very long, but you get to spend good quality time on an item and then you have a stash of them. I already have my theme together, so if you don't have your theme together, then maybe you want to make these a little more generic, or just get the bases together, right? So that you have something to work with. Right, so that'll work there. So let's glue her up. All right, so I want something on the bottom because I'm not going to fold this up. It's just, this is going to be my bottom. And then I'm going to fold this in. So we just need some glue here. Like so. Okay, so now we have an actual pocket. Now we put our little cardinal down. The messengers from the spirit world, if you believe such things, of our loved ones coming to say hello. Actually, let's put it on this side. I am going to sew around these when they're all done because I just like the way that looks. I'll just do like this, kind of, you know. And then I brought out some scraps. So I figured I'll put these over here. And then, like what I did here with the word, I can put some words behind it. Right? So, what do I got? What do I got? Cedar Sigh Misty Canopy. How about Misty Canopy? I like that one. And did I come up with these phrases myself? No. You know what I did? I used AI. ChatGPT, baby. Saves a lot of time. So, we have Misty Canopy. I love my AI. I know I'm going to have a lot of people grumbling, but it's not going to go away. So, you either use it or you don't. But I'm taking advantage of it while it's helping me. I use it in my business, my other business, so I just love it. I just love how I can come up with stuff quickly with it, you know, chat with it. And it helps me to create words like this that I need really quick. So I can do a video for all you good folks out there. All right, so Misty Canopy. we'll just give it a little more here, and this one we will call done. So where do we want it? I don't know. Could put it in 100 places, right? All right, so that's 2. Of course, I did the 1. All right, so we got those 2. Now we got, let's take one of these. One of the, what is this? Okay, this is the upper side. So, yeah, this is the video, folks. This is it. It's not going to get better than this, so. I don't know about you, but I kind of put these videos on in the background while I'm doing dishes. Yep, I still wash dishes by hand at times. I love the dishwasher. It's convenient, but sometimes it's just quicker, you know, to do a load by hand. So while I'm doing dishes, or, you know, if I'm just chilling, or if I'm doing stuff like this, I will put videos on in the background. And I can listen to them while I work. So this one's very impactful. You can definitely see the leaf designs. And I don't know if I'll glue these in or use them as floating pockets yet. So, having the back done is nice, because then I don't have to worry if I want to have it as a floating pocket in there that it's not done. I can do something like this. And then let's just do this on the inside. Like so. We'll pick our main character. Chickens. Oh, I have these butterflies. These are pretty. I don't know, I just like the torn look. Maybe you don't want to tear. Maybe you have some other thing that you're using. So I just love this kit, and I love all the colors in it, so that's why I chose it for this. And because it's got like, it works in a woodland theme, right? This is a little scrappy. Another thing you could do is take some of your scraps and kind of lay them behind it. Maybe we'll do one like that so you can see what I'm talking about. Get some of that green in there. So since I have these scraps, I can kind of look for something like, maybe not as green. These browns, and I could do something like this and kind of put it behind it. It's probably not big enough. Let's see what else I have. No, these are all mostly smaller scraps. Maybe you. Yeah, you can kind of do something like that and then have it behind it. Like that, you know? That's kind of cool. Let's ink that up because I can. I'm not going to see that. So just that. I'll kind of do something like this. I definitely want to make sure it's all kind of down. Yeah, so we'll do something like that. And then you get to use up some scraps too, right? Anything that makes that pile go down is a good thing. All right, so you have to be kind of way over here. And then you will go right on top. Now, if you don't mind adding some bulk, what you can do is kind of give this a raised effect by using some pieces underneath it. You know the foam, the kids foam? That really thin kind of foam that you get at the craft store for kids projects, or at least that's how they market them. You can cut like little pieces of those and put them under this to kind of raise it up and give it some dimension. So that's an option as well that you can do. Let's glue this up and then we'll move on to another one. But that foam is like a really good substitute if you don't want to use like the glue dots, you know, or if you don't have any of those glue dots, but you have some of that foam around. It makes a great substitute for kind of raising stuff up like that. All right, and now we need a word or words. Sunlit Birch Grove, Hidden Grove Mystery, Emerald Moss Blanket. Let's use that one. Oh, Misty Meadow Dew. I like that one. All right, and then we'll see if we can get more colorful paper for this one. I kind of feel like everything's just very green. Green and brown, which is fine. But I'd like to add a little pop of color. Got some blue. Might be too blue. I don't know. It kind of matches that, right? Once I ink everything up, anyway, it's going to look less blue. Misty Meadow Dew. Kind of matches dew also, right? I like putting these little backers because they make the word kind of jump out. And these are very, you know, kind of straight. But you could tear them as well if you want to kind of have a look like that. There's no rules. Whatever works, whatever you like, whatever looks good to you. You know, it's your journal. There we go. I really like that. It just kind of brings some extra color in there. Picks up that blue from those butterflies. All right. We have 3. What do you think? Once I sew this too, it'll be even more sturdy. It's only book page, but when you add that embossing, it helps to make it a little more sturdy. All right, so we got this one. This is going to be green again. I think I need more. And if, you know, this is an oxide, so if you wanted to, if I wanted to, I could spray it and actually use it for what it's meant for, to give it, you know, kind of some other looks. But then we have to wait for it to dry. So maybe we'll do one and then we'll put it together at the end. And I'm just mixing up those forest colors, you know. You could use whatever you have on hand. If you don't have any inks yet, you're getting started with your journey. Something I used really early on, and I know and I learned it because that's what other people were using really early on, is eyeshadow and blush, you know, old outdated ones, you know, when they're past their working life or their safety life. You can use those because they have a lot of pigment in them. And there's usually a lot of browns and, you know, natural colors. Or some pinks, you know, if that was your color palette. But they work really good too. So let me get a little sprayer. We'll kind of spray this up a little. Okay, so what I like to do is spray it in my hand and then kind of just drop it on here. Now I have some ink on my hand, so that's getting on there as well, so that's helping. Because then I'm not just getting like one big spray in an area. I found that that was that was how most of them came out for me, and I didn't like that look. So this gives me a little more control. I can kind of shake it around, and we'll leave this one to the side to dry. You can already see how much greener that green is, and you can also kind of take a block, if you have one of these clear stamping blocks, and kind of push it down and mash it around, and then it gives a whole nother look entirely. We can go up here, get some of that. All right, so we'll leave that one to the side to dry for a bit. I can always hit it with the blow dryer if I need to. We'll put you up there. All right, let me get a wipe. Just clean this up a little, at least the water. Okay, moving on. Let's do another one of these. Here you are. Stay over there. Okay, maybe this one will do just like a little hint of the color. And then I'll do more of the brown. Maybe this is a little bit of a darker kind of wood. Could even mix in some vintage photo or some other colors to kind of layer on top of this. See what that does. Yeah, it just warms it up a little. Pushes all those words back, you know. I like it. Right, flip it over. Since I have this in my hand. All right, and who will be the star of this show? Who will be the star of this? Oh, look at you. Oh my goodness, you. Yes, I am just leaving you like you are. I'm just gonna cut a little off the back. Just so he'll fit a little better. And I'm going to leave you just like that. I'm not going to tear this one. It's going to be in a different journal anyway, so it doesn't matter. Each journal will get one of these. So we will put you there. And you know, I have some of those fun stitched papers. I'll get one of them. That will add a little dimension. Let's move you over here, and then I can put that over here. Let me get my word first because I don't want to, right, that's the 3s. Here's the 2s. Stan, Emerald Moss, Leafy Glade, River Pebbles, Pine Shadows. Oh, that wasn't very straight. What else is new? Is anybody else challenged by cutting straight lines? I think it's just like a perception thing for me. I don't know why, because I don't know. Anyway, maybe this one I'll do some green since it says Pine Shadows. All right, so you're going to do that. And then, where did I put you guys? Here. Here. So, I have some of these. Like, I could stick one of them on there. I have a green one, too. I don't like that one as much. But, you know, these are super easy. I just take my scraps and then sew them up. This one's nice. I'm going to use this one. So, actually, we could put him here. We could put it up here just to add a little dimension, you know? Do that. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. You know, you never know until you put it down. I do like all these strings. I'll get you out of the way. Kind of hanging out. I'll do it with the word. So we'll put this down here. Y'all. You know, and if you don't like to sew, you can still make a lot of scrappy bits. You just don't sew them. You just kind of glue them all together. And just make a bundle, you know? All right, I need something to go under that. And he's got that orangey pink. So maybe something like this. What do you think? You know, and then we can pick up some of that. I like it. I like it a lot. And this is number 4. All right. We are moving along. That's what I mean. They go together quick. Everybody has book page. You can come up with some words that match your theme. And you can make some scrappy bits. And if you don't want to, you know, purchase something like this kit, magazines and catalogs are great. I used a lot of, since I like to garden. All right, we're going to take some of this off. Since I like to garden, I have a lot of gardening catalogs that have a lot of pretty floral pictures in them. And those make really great pieces for you to cut out and kind of use in your projects. You know, the catalogs have a lot of big colorful pictures and a lot of magazines too. You know, it depends on the magazine, but you know, I have a ton of old magazines in my attic that I have got to go through and get rid of. A bunch of them, they're really old, from like the 80s and 90s. I say really old, like I'm not older than that. Yeah, and so maybe this one I won't sew around, or I'll just maybe add maybe an accent here or here. We'll see. All right, you're done. Next, anyway, I have a bunch of old find your words magazines up in my attic. Let's make this one really green. And so I like to go through them and just kind of see what's there, you know, because there you can usually get a lot of really cool pictures out of old magazines and catalogs and things along those lines. So don't fret if you don't have a kit or you don't want to buy a kit. You don't need anything. You can just go through your old magazines. And you know, if this is for personal use, you're not going to sell it. You can find pictures on the internet. Just print them off. But if you don't have a printer, I know some people don't have access to a printer, then, you know, you can just cut them out of a magazine. It's still good. Still good stuff. We'll just do some hints here of the brown. Kind of bring some of that in. All right, we'll do this side. And maybe for this one, instead of spraying right on it, I'll do one of these jammies where I spray on the block. So I'm just going to spray on this block, let it shift around a little, and then press it down. And it doesn't put as much water on your project, and you can kind of just stamp around with it. Smush it down a little. It brings up some of that color, and once the oxide dries, it gives you a really cool look. So, you know, another thing you can do is if you don't have like inks in that and you don't have, I don't know, makeup, you can, let me just dry some of this off. You can take some chalk, right? I mean, we all did that when we were in grade school, and do some like rubbings if that's what you want to do. I'm assuming, you know, with an embossed folder, but maybe you don't even, you're not going to emboss a folder. If you don't want to emboss your folder, or you don't have the means to your pocket, what you can do is just crumble it up. Crumble it up. Just be careful, because, you know, it is book page. It's not like we're, you know, working with steel. And then you'll have some ridges, which will give you some texture. And then you can do it that way. All right, so who will be the star of this one? Oh, look at you. How about you? Yes, pick me. Okay, we're going to tear you, though. I don't need all of this. Let's take it down a little bit. There we go. Ribbit. Okay. And what do I want behind you? I don't know. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I have more of this blue. The more of this scrap that I can get rid of, the happier I will be. Let's try this. Something like that. Right? Then we got some of that blue in there. And then I am going to have a pile of these to put in the journals, which are going to be real basic journals for the most part. And you guys will get an opportunity to see them first. But they're mostly going to be for writing. That's what I wanted. I want this color for here. So there's going to be a lot of writing room and just places to put your own stuff if you want. All right, right there. All right, and this one's a little damp, but that's okay. It'll all dry up with the glue. And, you know, we'll get a little texture. I could always come back in and re-stamp it after I have this all together and give it even more of a distressed look. There we go, my little tree frog friend. Because it is an embossed folder, it's a little harder to kind of press things down. So, yeah. Just want to make sure you got everything glued down well. I don't want anything coming apart. That's for sure. All right, so River Pebbles. It's sitting right here and it works, so that's what we're using. I know you're a tree frog, but you might make your way down to the river to sit on some pebbles. And maybe a green again. I don't know what I do with that other scrap. Oh, here you are. Nope, you're not big enough anyway. Okay. So, I also have this. Nope, don't like that. All right, there you go. We're going to put you on there. Let me do this. Yeah. So, where are you tuning in from? Leave me a comment below. Tell me where you're from. How did you find my channel? Do you like what you see? What are some of your favorite crafts? I like to get to know who you are. Who's watching? Who's kind of playing along? Does this seem interesting? Would you maybe make one yourself? Or are you just avoiding housework? Yeah, I see you. I see you. I am you. Maybe we can build this up a little, because I feel like it's getting lost there. Right? With that dark. I mean, I could put it down here, but let's see if I can give it one more level. One more level of color. Nobody said we had to just do one background. Yep, avoiding a sink full of dishes is how I watch most of my YouTube videos. Like, I don't want to do that right now. One more cup of coffee. And then we'll do this, right? We'll do the green on the edges instead. And now that stands out a lot better. There we go. Perfect. So we got a little blue for his blue. We got a little green for the green. Perfect. Another one done. All right. What do we got? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving on. Let me see how far we are. Okay. Wow. We're at 48 minutes. That went, came flying by. Okay. We'll just do 2 more. And then I'll do the rest off camera because we're at 48 minutes. Okay, let's see how this one's doing. All right, so it got a little grunged up. So you can see how that oxide is coming through now. One of the things I can do is, where did that block go? Okay, so I have my block. And you may have seen me do this in another video, or maybe not. Maybe this is your first time here. Maybe you've never seen me before. I just take my oxide and I put it on this clear surface. And then I spray it with some water. You know, make some of those spots. And then I come back in and I can kind of drip it down on there like that. And then let it dry like that. I think I still have enough on here. Like so. And then that makes some additional kind of blotches. It's not dry right now, so you can't see it as well, but as it dries, those blotches will become more apparent, and then you can layer. You can layer other colors on top of that. So I could take the green one, and I can come in here. You just don't want to mix them, because it is an oxide. Maybe we'll do this side. Yeah. And then you want to put that down. Wow, that one's really juicy, so we'll do something like that. And then, boop. Gotta make that sound too, boop. it helps in the creative process. There, and see, you can just keep going. You can, you know, add some darker colors because, you know, I don't know if you don't know, the oxides dry in all different ways. And when you stack them, they dry even more, you know, you get different levels. And so you might want to go a little darker. You might want to take some white paint and flick it on there, or some black paint and flick it on there. So those will be some good things to do too. Okay, so we're going to do the crow because it's a crow and they're my favorite. And we will take you, Mr. Crow. Tear you down a bit and keep your feet in there. So I will leave the bottom. This one's really colorful. Absolutely love crows. They are one of my favorite birds. Actually, one of my favorite creatures altogether. All right, this is still a little wet, but that's okay. I'm gonna make sure the glue is good and thick on here. And it will dry with the glue. We'll go this way, like so. What do you do with my little presser? Anyway. All right, so that's that. I didn't do anything on this side, so let's just add a little color here. All right. Beautiful. Need a really twilight forest canopy. Moonlit Fern Gully, Ancient Oak Secrets. That one kind of fits the crow, right? I feel like they carry the secrets of the forest with them. If you believe such things. Maybe don't. I don't know. What's your favorite animal? Your favorite woodland creature? I do like foxes too. What color? Color. What color? What else do I like? Got this. That's too. No, that doesn't work. Oh, this is some blue. Nope. What else? This last one's gonna take the longest. I have yellow and red. More of that red. I don't know if that goes. I kind of feel like I don't like that. I wish I had purple. Why do I not have any purple? None? Zero? Oh wait, nope, you're blue. I'm just digging through my pile. See if I can find something purpley. Do this. And I have this. Oh, that one kind of goes. But does it go? Oh, it's not big enough. Crud. Crud. Maybe that. There's like some of this in his. I'm going for it. That's what I'm using. All right, you guys can go away. Okay. All right, we'll do one more. What do you think? Are you still here? Hello? Anybody out there? Okay. Yeah, I like that. Kind of feel like it's going to need something up here, but I don't know what at the moment. So when I'm putting it in the journal, I'll probably add something there, like a button or a piece of fabric or something. I just kind of feel like it needs something. Oh, I didn't glue you up. Okay, I'm gonna glue you up. I'm gonna glue you up. I think I was thinking I was gonna let it dry, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so we had an hour and we're gonna do about 7, so maybe 6. I think 1 was done, no cheating. We'll do this last one. All right, that one was mostly green. Oop, that is the wrong one. Don't do that. All right, this one is Vintage Photo. I really like the way these came out with this embossing folder. I just think it's so much more prominent. The other one wasn't as 3D as this one. Oh. I'll need another colorful forest animal for this one to go with all the brown. Shake, shake, shake. You hear my whole table shaking? This table is just a fold-up table. And I like that because I can take it down from my craft space and just work in here without it, without being kind of bogged down with the table. So it's a little shaky. Hey, but it works, right? I'm making videos for you guys. It works. Gotta work with what you got. Let's add some darker colors there. And then maybe down here. This one's very brown. I didn't, just hints of green maybe. Can't even tell. All right, what do we got? Our last one for the evening. Another frog. What bee? Yes, well, chicken does not part of this set. I do like you. The sea turtle is also not part of that first set. We've got you. I saw some other flowers in here. Maybe we can add. Where were you? I saw a chipmunk. Oh, I like you. I'm going to take the chipmunk. I'm going to cut you down. I'm going to leave this one a square also. I can actually take some off the top of this one too. Yes, I am aware I am off screen. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to leave him, all right, I'm in the right ink, a square. All right, you are going to go there. This is my not art glitter glue. It's a combination of art glitter glue, PVA glue, and water. So I just like the way it flows better. All right, we're gonna make you nice and even. And you are gonna get Scarlet Maple Dance. Whispering Pine Winds. How about that? How about that, little guy? What do you think? I love it. Okay, good. And I think I will use this red again because I like the way it stands out with the red in this. So these are just fun little makes that go together quick and use up scraps and book pages and whatever, you know, whatever you want besides that. So if you're still here, friends, thank you so much for spending time with me. I really do appreciate it. I know I can't, you know, talk right to you. Hopefully I'll be able to do some lives in my future if I get my guts up to kind of do that. Kind of leave yourself open for a lot of stuff doing lives. I've seen some not so nice things on lives, but you know, anyway, if I kind of get my guts up, I can do something live and then I can talk to you guys. But for now, just my happy hellos and thank you for coming and being here and spending some time with me today and putting together my fun little pockets. They are super easy to make. Did I glue you? I did not. As you can see, it's a repetitive process, but they kind of get like to the point where you can just do them while you're watching TV or YouTube videos. And then you don't really need a lot of thought to do them. All right. Make sure you're not stuck inside. Okay, so we got you. And we've got you, and you, and you. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 7. Well, 6. So if I wasn't talking and goofing off, and I did these more in a assembly line, my words, then they'd go a lot quicker. So, but here we are. We got a bunch done. Thank you for spending time with me. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.